Hey everybody, Craig Moeller here. I'm a meteorologist at 13 News Now. Been a meteorologist for quite a while. I started back in 1989, so I've been doing it, and I've been here in Hampton Roads. I started here in 1997. We have had some very, very warm days recently, close to record heat. Several days we've been in the 90s. Today we're going to be back up into the mid-90s, and we have a weather alert day set for Hampton Roads today, and that's because we've got heat and humidity. That's going to create a situation where it's going to be physically taxing, especially on the elderly, the very young, maybe people with cardiac issues, or maybe you have cardiopulmonary issues, lung issues. These sensitive groups need to be extra cautious today because heat and humidity will combine to make pretty dangerous conditions this afternoon. That's one aspect to our weather alert day for today. The other thing, severe storms and the threat for that. So we're going to spend some time with you live here, and great ways to stay plugged into our forecast through the 13 News Now Plus. 13 News Now Plus. We have the mobile app. We have all of our digital platforms and social media. We're going to be working to keep you updated. Want to start off with the details for today, our weather alert day. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s, so that's pretty warm. Our normal high is 89 this time of year. It was warm yesterday. We were in the low 90s. Today, we're going to be a little warmer than that. But the big news is that the humidity levels, while they were higher yesterday, today, they're going to be even higher than they were Saturday when we were kind of feeling that heat and humidity. Today, those dew points are going to be up in the mid-70s, maybe even mid to upper 70s. So it's going to feel like it's between 102 and 108 this afternoon and into the early evening. All right, another thing to think about. While we have to take steps to reduce our risk of heat-related illness today, you also need to stay weather aware for potential severe storms. And we're going to talk about the timing on those in just a moment. For the heat, I would say anytime after 11 o'clock, we're going to be dancing, kind of flirting with triple-digit heat index values. And during the peak of the afternoon, many areas could be 105 to 108. There's a heat advisory across our region today to address that heat and humidity. It's going to feel very, very warm, dangerously hot through the afternoon, so you need to practice heat safety. Take breaks from the heat. If you don't have working air conditioning where you are, try to get to a place that does. Maybe there's a community place, a store that you like to go to. Spend a little time there if you can, or a community center, something where you can get a break from this heat. Even fans and shade, that's going to help a little bit, but it's so hot, it could still be really taxing on you. Now, the other thing, again, the severe storm threat, that's going to be a little later this afternoon. We could see showers and storms developing, I would say, anytime after 2 o'clock. But as we get into the late afternoon, say 3:34 through the early evening hours, really good chances for strong to possibly severe storms. And that threat for strong to severe storms will continue through midnight. After that, I think there could still be a few stray storms and showers, but the activity should be a little less intense as we head towards sunrise. Showers will linger into early Monday, and then things will improve after that. The number one thing you can do, what you need to do this afternoon and evening, is stay prepared and have a way to get alerts and updates from our team. If you are near a TV, you always want to tune in. We'll have you covered there. But again, how you're watching me right now through maybe YouTube or our 13 News Now Plus and 13 News Now app. These are great ways to stay weather aware. And if you download our mobile app, you will always have access to the forecast. And again, you're going to get updates. If we do live cut-ins, you'll get the information there, right pushed to your phone, right there on your mobile devices. So that's what we want to make sure folks are aware of. Now, as far as the flood outlook goes for today, we do have a marginal risk. And what I want to show you here is, again, we do have that chance for some potential flooding with heavy downpours. Initially, Again, there's a look at the map now. It's lit up. You can see this includes the entire 13 News Now viewing area, Southeast Virginia and Northeast North Carolina. We want folks to stay aware to that potential for very heavy rain. So again, go to the App Store or Google Play and download our app. You'll be able to get all the updates right there. All right, we're going to talk about the forecast, and we'll show you the graphic here with our mobile news app. You can see the temperatures in the mid-90s today. Again, chances for showers and storms. Those storm chances will continue later next week as well. So good chances for storms today and this evening. Once we get into tomorrow, I think Monday, Tuesday looking really, really nice. Wednesday, we start to warm it up a bit, and then it gets hot again by the end of next week. Chances for stray showers and storms. Here's a look at the almanac. Yesterday's high was 92. We're normally at 89, so a little bit above average. We are going to see much hotter conditions today. The heat advisory includes our entire viewing area, the exceptions being parts of the northern neck and the eastern shore. So not quite as oppressive in those locations, but the heat advisory from 11 o'clock this morning until 6 p.m. this evening. I mentioned dew points in the mid-70s. Once a front comes through this evening, things will cool down with a wind shift, and we are going to find drier air moving in. So once those dew points drop, it's going to feel much nicer Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but humidity returns by Thursday into Friday and Saturday. Look at the heat index forecast. By 11 o'clock, our model's projecting a heat index around 102 for Norfolk, 104 at noon, 107 this afternoon at 2 o'clock, probably topping out right around 108 or so, and then easing back to about 100 by 6 p.m. Heading into the evening, relatively cool with heat index of 92 by 7 and upper 80s, 8 and 9. So even as we go through the mid to late evening hours, you're still looking at very warm and muggy conditions. As we take a live look, this was right now down from Town Center in Virginia Beach atop the Westin. We have a good look at the area there. Looks a little hazy. Let me show you what's happening right now at the beach. Out at the ocean front, you can see the sunny skies there. Pretty quiet. We do have a moderate threat of rip currents. The waves running about 2 to 3 feet. But again, folks need to stay weather aware this afternoon. As we look live from Nauticus, you see the skies fair over the Elizabeth River. And we can also show you, let's take you right now over the Norfolk area with the downtown view. That's from our tower. All of these courtesy of Priority Automotive. Forecast calling for that warm-up temperatures into the mid-90s. But again, it's the heat index values that are going to be so high. And look at our rain chances increasing significantly late afternoon and into the evening. So we do have this level 2 threat across our area. And just very quick, I'm going to back it up here just so you can see New Jersey up through Connecticut, New York City, Long Island, all the way up through Boston under a Category 3 or enhanced threat of severe storms. So they'll definitely be under watch. Good chance with us being under a level 2 threat that we will be under severe thunderstorm watch this afternoon as well. You can see from early this morning, and I can come back up on camera. Let me show you. This morning, we had this level 2 watch just down to the northern tier of North Carolina. They had the Albemarle Sound under a level 1 threat. Now, all of northeast North Carolina included in the level 2 threat. So elevated threat for strong to severe storms. Folks need to be aware across our entire area. So I just wanted to share that with you. Taking a look at the satellite and the radar images right now, we can take a little closer look. We'll zoom in. You can see there is some wet weather off to the north. And I'll show you this. We'll put the wind on here so you can see kind of where our frontal boundary is. And right now we have winds coming up from the southwest, okay? We're on the warm side of this front. As we change up the view, and what I'll do is I'll just show you very quickly here. Let me take the winds off. And what I want to do is show you where the winds shift. You can see still warm conditions, but we've got a frontal boundary well off to the northwest. That front is what's going to come through tonight. We've got a little trough out ahead of that front, but that cold front comes through tonight, and that sets up the cool down with the drier conditions. So things will be improving. As we take a look at our future cast here, this is one of our models. This is the graph model. You can see we're pretty much dry until we get to about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Now you're starting to see the storms developing. 5:30, 6 o'clock, some heavier downpours potentially, and then the storms As we go through the overnight, more like rain showers, but some lingering showers early in the morning. Again, this is the graph model. By 6 o'clock, you see the improvements for the metro. Let me show you the HER model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model, and you see the storms that develop here this afternoon. I want to take it backwards just a little bit. Let me scoot it back. So you see right around 2:30, you see a few showers popping up around Wakefield, down towards Franklin. You get a little more development there coming down the peninsula around 3:45, 4 o'clock. You could see some isolated stronger storms. And then as we get towards 5 o'clock this afternoon, intense storms potentially up on the eastern shore, back over. Another round coming in this evening. These are the storms that we're going to be concerned with. There could be watches up, certainly could have some warnings. So again, if we do get this threat of severe weather, if it's realized, it won't just be Hunter Forst covering it. Hunter's wonderful. He's the newest member of our team. But we like to do team coverage when we've got severe weather, and that will be the case this afternoon. Tim Panday just standing by, our chief meteorologist, to come in and work with Hunter this afternoon and evening covering potential severe storms. You'll notice again tomorrow morning around 8:30, 8:45, those showers still kind of lingering and then moving out after that. So we will see some improvements. All right, let's take a look at what's going on at the airport. And this is, as of right now, 9 o'clock, 85 degrees, the dew point 76. This is legit heat and humidity. The heat index values already right now. I'm just going to quickly pop this up. This is just one of the models, but just showing you when you've got temperatures like this here at 9 o'clock, the heat index value is expected to jump up upper 90s into that 100, 105 range. You can see it is going to be a hot one. Here's a look at some more temperatures for you across the area. And again, we do have temperatures in the mid 80s widespread. So it's already feeling like it's close to 90 degrees in Newport News. Well, 93 in Newport News. That's the current heat index value there. 90 in Chesapeake. Oppressive heat and humidity. Highs today, mid 90s. Chances for storms this afternoon. I'm looking right now. Hampton has a heat index value of 92. That's what it feels like there. As we go through the afternoon, low to mid 90s. It is going to be very hot all across the area and down to the south. Lows tonight near 70. Evening storms, and then tomorrow clearing and cooler. We will see a chance for a few lingering showers early, but those are going to move out. We're going to see big improvements. Now, it's going to be beautiful Tuesday and Wednesday. By Thursday evening and Thursday afternoon, the heat returns. I think Thursday evening, around the time of the fireworks, I'm going to be out there at the Great American Picnic in Town Point Park, counting down to the fireworks launch. It's such a fun thing to be a part of. 13 News Now, happy to help support Fest events, and I'm delighted to be out there. So if you can come on out to Town Point Park, do that. It should be a great night for the fireworks. Very low risk of a stray shower. Otherwise, partly cloudy, just really warm. So we'll all need to stay hydrated to enjoy those fireworks. Here's the 7-day outlook. You can see, again, after today, the heat, humidity, those storms, things will be cooling down. Tuesday and Wednesday, we start to trend back up. And then Thursday, the 4th, back up to 94 degrees, mid-90s Friday, and there will be chances for a few showers and storms. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're working to keep you updated. I'm going to do another one of these updates coming up around noon. Before I move off this, I'm going to give you some bonus coverage here. We're going to talk about the tropics and what's happening there. Of course, we will work to keep you updated on our weather alert situation throughout the day, so keep checking back with us. And again, if you're watching us on 13 News Now Plus, this is a great way to stay connected when we do these live updates and these streaming updates. You'll get them here. You'll get them on YouTube, also our social media outlets, and on 13newsnow.com. We also have tropical updates. And take a look at this list. We can take this full screen. We had Alberto. That was a tropical storm. Now we are tracking Beryl. And Beryl at 8 o'clock this morning became a major hurricane. Now you're looking at the tropical satellite images, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here on Beryl. Take a look at this system. Let me show you the latest information as we zoom in. Look at that eye. It's just a beautiful storm. Dangerous storm. You hate to see this approaching any land masses, but just from a pure kind of meteorological structure, this thing looks beautiful in terms of its organization. Look at it, it's very concentric. It's got a very nice balance here. As we take a look, I can come back on camera. I want to show you a few features here. We have the eye very clearly identified there from the satellite. You can see how the storm is balanced. There's heavy convection all around it. It's filled in. There are these high, thin clouds. The way these storms work, at the surface, you get a tight, low-level circulation. It's closed, okay? As the storm matures and this energy draws its energy from the warm sea surface temperatures, we've had record sea surface temperatures. These storms develop these powerful thunderstorms that wrap around and spiral around. You get this. And then at the top of the storm, they vent out. You have lighter winds aloft, and you actually get some anticyclonic. It's kind of a weird term, but you have cyclonic spin at the surface. It's going counterclockwise. Aloft, you have higher pressure, and you get the storm venting out. And you see some of this with some of these higher cirrus clouds venting out. So again, my point, this is a Category 3 hurricane. It's a very mature hurricane. And you can see from that image right there, this thing is well put together. And that's why it's so healthy right now as it's approaching the Lesser Antilles. You can see right now how it is moving along. We'll zoom in and show you some of these islands here that are just in its path, and some of the towns. You can see Kingstown, Hillsborough, Bridgetown. These are all parts of the Lesser Antilles. Grenada, Barbados, some of the islands down there bracing for this powerful hurricane. And this is going to be a very heavy hit. This is forecast to become a Category 4 hurricane. You see this morning at 8 o'clock, maximum winds 115 miles per hour, gusting to 120 or 125. So very powerful hurricane. Movement west at 21 miles per hour. It is forecast to track across the Caribbean, and it looks like the center of this thing may come very close to Jamaica. I'm going to zoom in here and show you Jamaica. Now, we don't get too